there's a song "So Long Soldier" in which Alex talks about him coming to America. That's at least how I heard it.
Yeah.
And there's a line, I hope I heard it right, that says "coming down to voice a generation."
Yes.
That's if you're the voice of a generation, that's quite a responsibility, I think.
Yeah, I think it's
and to say that about yourself as well.
I think it's more like speaking of his ambition, of his, it's not to be taken literally like he is the voice of this generation, but
he is in a way.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's definitely the voice of a subculture that we've helped kind of mold. But it just speaks more to his ambition of he wants to be the voice. He wants to be the biggest singer in the world, in the biggest band in the world, and that ambition to just think like, yeah, I can do this. And, not to be cocky, but just to be confident, to be like, we'll keep doing this and it's going to work, I think is what has led this band, to keep rising up.
And our fans have instilled a confidence in us that we have like this, not this power over them, but we have this like, we're kind of like the role models in a way, and they look up to us. So I mean, it kind of gave him that.
Absolutely.
That idea.
This generation, can you put into words what that is? What kind of people are they?
Jeez, I can't.
Crazy perverts.
Yeah, if they like All Time Low, then chances are they're perverted people. But I think it's at least this subculture is a lot of, they're fed up with the kind of the normal, like, go to high school, go to college, university, get a job, just kind of like the fall in line mentality. And I think they look to us as like an outlet of,
especially if they want to be different.
Yeah, exactly. We all throughout, like, we all were like, we need to do this band. We're going to go against all odds, because there's thousands of bands that have tried this and it just didn't work out. And somehow we snuck through, and I think that's kind of like their hope. I'm not saying that they shouldn't go to college or university, but if you don't want to, if you have a dream, like, why not chase it? Why not give it a try? We could have not worked out, and then we would have gone to college, or done something else, but we did. There's always that chance. So it's kind of, or the generation that we speak to is that generation of like, let's try this. Let's try to follow this dream because I don't fit in here.
For Alex, it's even more perhaps than for you, but you also have sort of the responsibility to behave and be a good example or something. Do you feel that, or is that?
I think we've always, the only thing we've ever kind of preached was just to be yourself. Yeah, and we're super dirty. We're super profane on stage and everything. Profane? Yeah. But he's my dictionary.
We don't. Yeah. Everything. It's like everything we do. Whether it's some might say we drink a lot and that's bad. That's being a bad role model. But for us, we've never considered being like, hey kids, look at us. Like, it's cool to drink. It's just we are who we are. We don't do drugs. We don't do any of that stupid stuff that always tears bands apart. And so if it's a role model as far as like living out your dream and like having the best time while you're doing it and being happy on stage, then hell yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think you're going to find a band that's happier on stage, being on stage than us. And that is something, we can all be proud of and want kids to look up to.
One thing I was wondering, since you have a lot of young fans, do you ever talk to their parents as well?
Yeah,
because
we
you
do
have
talk
a
to
big
a lot of
effect
parents.
on their life.
Oh, I love it. I love talking to the parents.
Some parents are like super fans. Like they really like our music, and because they all come to the shows and they stay there. A lot of them do.
They drink.
They drink in the back. But so a lot of them, like, they learn the songs and everything, which I like to see, because it's always cool to have like older people singing your songs. But we do get some parents that get pissed off about like our language and everything. Yeah. They're like, I love your band, but you guys got some bad, like, naughty mouths.
I think the thing is that they can respect is the fact that we don't treat our fans like, ooh, get away. Like, there are some bands, especially in the past, where you have this rock star image and you're untouchable, but that's gone. Like, we're in with our fans. Jack's in the crowd half the show. After every show, we go in there and say hey. Like, so I think parents can respect the fact that we're not being like, look, we're above you.
They just want their kids happy, and they're happy that we're making their kids happy.
Yeah, they're happy not meeting some guy that's like, oh, piss off, like, we don't have time for you. They're meeting just a regular guy that happens to like drinking and playing with ladies.
And their body holes.
So the fact that a lot of girls out there, their entire life evolves around you sometimes.
Yeah. It's unbelievable the letters we get. Yeah, I mean, we've never set out for that. I think when we started this band, we were hoping to be able to play "Damn It," and that's it. By Blink-182, and the fact that we have people telling us that we've saved their lives or they've met like their best friend because of us is, we don't even know how to react to that because it's so flattering.
You saved their. Has this really happened?
Yeah, absolutely. We get it. We hear it not a lot, but I mean, there are definitely people who are like, look, I was depressed. I was in the worst part of my life, and your lyrics, Alex's lyrics, our music, whatever, gave them hope. And that's, like I said, like, if we're that little shred of light, then we're all for that.